what's going on? It's Dreadhead right here. I'm sitting in the studio today, trying to be creative while we on this, everybody stay in place thing. And I've been in here for the last couple of weeks. But as I look out this window right here, and that sun is out, weather's nice, low 70s. Sometimes you need a mental break, and you gotta get out there and just get some air while staying safe and maintaining your distance, 6 feet. And what better way to do that than on the 109? Let's go.
Okay, I guess I wasn't recording. Alright. So we just out, taking a break from being in the house with the coronavirus and COVID and all that kind of stuff. Sometimes you need to take a break just to ease your mind and get some mental sanity from being in the house, as long as you're doing it in a safe way. And I'm riding solo. Right now, it's not a lot of cars out on the road. So it's less hazards. Although they are riding, they're not paying attention because there are so few. So they are changing lanes with no signals. They're making turns from the wrong lanes. So there's no excuse not to ride as you would usually. And just always keep your head up and alert and planning your extra strategies. But I pulled over down here, and that's when I realized I wasn't recording previously. Just to talk about some of the things that I've done to the bike since I've had it. I'm gonna change camera so we can get some close-ups on some things. All right, so one of the first things I did was just to change the derby cover. I've got the M109, the Boss Edition, so all that black and that derby cover was just annoying to me. So I ordered this from somebody on eBay, did a custom with my logo, Dreadhead on there. The light shining on it makes it look other than black, but it is in fact black, so it goes in here with that. Other thing that I did while I'm down here is I got these big air kits on both sides. These things suck a lot of air and you can hear it when you're moving. I love them. Only thing is, once you get to cleaning them and you re-oil them, you gotta use minimal oil, because all that oil, once you get to moving, start to splash back all up on your leg and all of your body parts as well, and so forth. Of course, I relocated the tag, got rid of the fender back here, changed the light out and did a smoke one. It's still fairly visible, and I added this Revo Night Rider as well, and it functions as turn signal and brake lights, just in case. So I have pulling double duty here, so drivers behind me got to see one of the two. The back tires, the Metzler. The previous owner put that on there and got rid of the Dunlop, but it's still the stock size 240. So I planned on getting quite a few upgrades this year, just didn't get around to it. My money's been diverted to other things, other priorities. As you can see, the stickers, the decals on the tires. The plan was to change the entire color of the bikes, black and red, to match my music production company colors. Still in the works, obviously. As you can see, it's still the matte gray. And of course, I put the Velocity Pro race pipes on it. I do plan on getting these changed as well to match the color of the bike. This silver is a lot more visible after the stock pipes are removed. I don't like it. Do plan on changing these, not to some floorboards, because these scrape alone. So still keeping a low profile was the next thing that I get on here. He left the stock tire on the front, so I do plan on going with the Cobra brand. We'll do a 150 up front. They don't make the 160. The Cobra, the Chrome, I believe that's the name of them. And so I'm planning on changing that one out and putting the, when I originally started looking, it was a 250 was only available in the Cobra Chrome on the back, but recently I've seen a 260, so it's either the 250 or 260 that'll go on the back. I do plan on changing out this entire radiator shroud. Most of the parts I've identified are on meancycles.com. Most of y'all are familiar. I did change out the hand grips and put these weighted bar ends on the end just to clean up the look after I took out the factories. I'm not sure if I want to change these out yet, but there are some nice ones that'll match the kickstand that I plan on getting. A lot of people have them. Also plan on changing out the risers with the same brand, and of course the mirrors. Now, as I mentioned earlier before I realized I wasn't recording, I have thrown on the visor for the screen. It's pretty windy out today, and I wasn't sure if I was going to be jumping on the highway. I don't like the look of it, to be honest, but I do like what it does in terms of when I get up to the highway speeds. It keeps the wind off of my chest. It does get in the way of the GoPro though, but you gotta take the bitter with the sweet. This tank bag was on there on my last video as well. I do like it. I got wires. You can see that's where all the audio from my helmet and the mic that I have up to the pipes is feeding into an audio recorder. I also keep my nighttime shield and anything else that I may need while I'm out on the road in there. It does come off, have backpack straps and so forth. I also keep chargers for my phone and an external battery pack as well. And like I said, I do plan on changing out that kickstand. I did want to get some air ride put on here. Initially, I was just thinking I'll just do a 2-inch drop, but I like the flexibility of being able to do, you know, to drop it, you know, if I want to. And then, of course, LEDs as well. So I'm changing the color scheme of the entire bike and doing something with these front lights. I did put some switchbacks in here. Now, the LEDs that I have in there now, they're really bright at night. The headlight has an LED in it as well, but these are really bright. And that's the thing I liked about these over the flats. The flats look nicer, but these have a lot more functionality in terms of you get that bright white LED at night on the road, giving you some additional light, but then they switch when you turn the blinkers on to maintain that, the law in Virginia. So functional, yeah. Aesthetics, not so much. I still don't understand why they didn't make these black. So I was also thinking about getting those, you know, painted in a flat black. So I'm still weighing my options on those, but I'm more concerned about everything else. So yeah, I have no real riding plan today. I just wanted to get out and clear my head. So it's not gonna be a lot of talking going on right now. Once I hit the road, let's just get out. Let's go. Forgive the excess breathing if you hear it, y'all. I've got allergies and congestion. Yes, I've been to the doctors. Nothing to fear, it's just my allergies as always. There's really not a lot of extra room in this helmet for the mic. I've got my cardio mic in here for telephone use and for voice commands on my cell phone when I'm riding with my music and so forth. So shoving this extra mic in here to pick up my vocals and all this hair on my head, it kind of makes the mic get pushed up against my chin a lot more. So I kind of got it tucked in against my goatee. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, it's so sensitive. You can hear every breath that I take. Honestly, guys, I haven't been out in a while. I'm ashamed to say that. I love riding, and all winter I've anticipated this day, but I also anticipated doing a lot more of those mods that I mentioned. But you know, there's a lot of other things that I had to consider in terms of finances, because as you may know, these mods, although some of them are cheap, but I've got expensive taste, so a lot of the ones that I wanted were not cheap. Air ride is not cheap. Getting the whole color scheme changed is not cheap. all kinds of crosswinds, but at least they're not hitting me in my face and my chest. They do hit me at the top of the helmet. I mean, I guess the only way to really conquer that, and let's move to this most utmost spot. The only way to conquer that is to get a fairing. And I didn't want a Harley, so it's no fairing. No idea where I'm going right now. I don't know. I have not been down here before, so we'll take it a little easy. But as I said, man, I live outside of Washington, D.C., and traffic is always chaotic. So the traffic that's out here now is nothing. It's nothing in comparison to how bad it usually is, especially on the weekend. So I'm just enjoying it. I'm just enjoying as much open space as I can right now. I've been out a few times, but nothing major. Because, like I said, I had a lot of things that I was falling behind on in terms of music. So I took the time to really just focus on that. lot rustier than I thought I would be coming out here. I said I haven't been out here in a while, but dang. I'm not sure if the wind is just that bad or if this windscreen is just causing a lot more turbulence, which they tend to do a lot more buffering, especially at the top of my head. That's one of the reasons I took it off. I'd rather feel it all over than to get surprised every now and then by a gust of wind across my head. It's a little unnerving. But when you're riding in the wind and you feel the wind, it just feels like I feel everything that this bike is doing. I can estimate how fast I'm going, just how bad the wind gets. This kind of shelters you from all of that. That's good, I guess, if you're going to be going 200-300 miles out and so forth. It's comfortable. definitely planning on upgrading this seat. I've been looking at the Ultimate. I did have an opportunity to sit on the Corbin. The one thing I like about the Ultimate is, you know, I'm a little overweight. I'm not gonna hide that. So I do have some lower back issues that I hope to remedy soon. But in the meantime, that Ultimate seat does provide a lot more lower back support. So I do love that about it. And it's also a lot cheaper. The Ultimate seat is a lot cheaper than the Corbin. And I can get a backrest for the Ultimate. You can get one for the Corbin as well, but it's already expensive without it. The Corbins, though, you can style, you can customize the threads, you can customize the seat color, the material. You can do a lot more customization. That's great. That's what you're looking for. I just need the comfort. Because about an hour in on this seat, man, and then the tailbone. I wasn't blessed in the back pocket area, so I'm sitting on my bone. like that throttle, and she does not care. Any gear. course, when you get into a more commercialized area, you're going to see a lot more cars in the rural areas. Everybody's out here because they need something. Hopefully, that's all it is. But man, just taking a ride. I don't see anything wrong with that either. Just like me. Sometimes you just need a mental break. I don't know. I don't have kids. So I'm just going to assume that you've been stuck in the house, homeschooling and all that kind of stuff. You probably need a mental break. I got my dogs. That's be out here. Like I said, I just wanted to get out for a little while. I still got a lot of stuff I need to do. And it's Sunday, so although I'm working from home for my full-time job, it's still a work day tomorrow. So want to go to Alexandria. The roads are not great. Pushing me all over the place. It's almost as if there's a storm coming. Whoa! wear a showy RF 1200. These things are pretty good with sound, aerodynamics, especially for the upright position. And it doesn't matter today. Goodness. I don't know if y'all can hear all of that wind. No, I think actually it's this windscreen. Because as I look at these trees, they are not getting whipped around. It's this windscreen. This is why I took it off. It's actually worse than getting just hit in the chest. Because it's pushing all of the air up and off to the sides. But then it comes back with you. And it seems like it comes back worse than it would have been direct. Yeah, I think I prefer the direct resistance than this generated turbulence. It's worse than it would be without it. That's coming back off. Alright, we got the police right here. Let's do everything that we're supposed to. Coming up to the conclusion of this, y'all. This year was supposed to be the year I'll do a lot more group rides with the fellas. There's quite a few of us in this area with the 109. Talked to a few of them regarding what they've done to their bike, their experiences with their bike, and share that with you all. Right now, that's just almost impossible. Hey, Cycle Gear. Right now, that's just impossible to do safely. You can still do group rides, you know, riding, but in terms of the stopping, I mean, the whole point of riding together in group is it's a brotherhood, it's a bond, you know, but once you take away the social aspect of that, then you're just riding in a line. Then you get to the gas station, you don't attempt to come in within 6 feet of each other to talk, and you don't go and grab something to eat. It kind of just sucks. So I'm not sure how much of that I'll be able to capture this season, but I will do my best. Otherwise, y'all, I'll come up with some stuff for you all. Hopefully, you all are getting out there, and if you are getting out there, be safe. We wear gloves and so forth as is, but when you're gassing up and so forth, maybe you carry some rubber gloves that you can just throw away after you finish pumping. Don't forget once you get in the house and sanitize your car that you may have used and so forth. Alright, y'all be safe. Dreadheaded 9er out.